everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
A look at Arizona's starting group. Thunder, he's in at point guard. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the center, filling out the middle. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. The Hawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them two chances at the free throw line here. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
And for the Wildcats, arguably their best years were in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 1997, they won their lone college championship. A lot of trips to the Final Four around that time, too.
Now, here's Lewis. And Freak throws it down.
And that is a major league flush. Right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Lee. Arizona getting their last shot to go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lee's got his first basket of the night.
And Arizona has been on the upswing in recent seasons. They continue to come into the tournament as a high seed and win their conference. This could be the start of kind of a second golden age for the program.
Arizona on D. There's the dish to Gaines. Passes to Duncan. Pass to Oubre. Duncan dishes to Gaines. And a wide open look for Lee. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Now here's Freak. Terry covering. And here's Freak. He's got 6. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Oubre with it. Johnson on him. Oubre passes to Gaines. Lee with the ball. Out to the right wing. Oubre kicks it to Gaines. Baseline J on the way. And good on the basket. Book it. Gaines has got his first bucket in this one.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Here's Lawson. Platoon swap here for Kansas. And here's Arizona now. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Taking a look at Arizona. Thunder, he's in at the point. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as the guard factory, and rightly so. Many of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
No good from Lee.
just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Arizona shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And that one misses.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken number 1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall number 1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. Here's Lee following the basket by Freak. That is good. And the Arizona lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Lee. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. 1:10 left here in the first half. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lewis. Thunder. And Lee pulls it down. Out to the right wing. Now here's Oubre, covered by Thunder. Ross, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Thunder. That's tipped. Dishes to Lee. Now here's Jenkins. Guarded closer. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Oubre kicks to Lee. From downtown. Kept alive. Here's Gaines. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now Arizona with it. Here's Thunder. He's got 10. Outside Landry. Looks for Lewis. Gets it to him. Here's Thunder. Tries again. Lee with the block. Lewis gets the bucket. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Arizona leads by 4. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
They've got Duncan, and it's Lee in at the point guard position.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Taking a look at Arizona. Thunder in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the center. Gains the pass to Lee. Feeds to Oubre. Pass to Gaines. Kicks to Lee. Terry outside to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closer. That's good. Lee's spot, manning the middle. Williams against Lawson. Goes up the baseline. Williams can't get it to go. And here's Arizona now. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. And Arizona leads by 13. Lawson's against Williams. It's stolen by Lawson. And now Arizona on the break. Johnson's got the ball, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Calderon kicks to Duncan. Terry outside. The feed to Duncan. Right side, Williams. 5 to shoot. From deep. There's Dedmon. No luck. So Arizona will take it the other way. Now here's Freak. From the baseline. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Arizona.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Thunder. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And there's the pass to Duncan. 55 seconds left to play here in the second half. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Here's Dedmon, and it's denied.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Now Arizona with it. Here's Thunder. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Terry. 15 seconds left in the game. Outside Williams. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Thunder. Off the mark. So Arizona wins it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellum and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and Arizona.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Trice. Warren is out there with Hudson. Then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now here's Trice following the miss by Freak. A nice shot by Hudson.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Hoyas on D.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years. Most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Thunder's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Now here's Trice, guarded by Thunder. They set the pick. Now here's Price. He dishes it to Hudson. Great defense that time from Thunder. And Allen Iverson was only at Georgetown for 2 seasons. The way he played, he completely set the college basketball hoop world on fire.
We might never see a scorer quite like Iverson again. For his size, what he packed into that small frame was absolutely amazing. As unique and relatable a guy as we've had.
Now here's Trice. Defense right on him. Hudson with a screen on Johnson. Price dishes to Hudson. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Hudson's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And again it will fall. That's the good there from Thunder.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half. Absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Here's Warren. Sweet little floater.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And here's Arizona now. Lets it go from the wing. Good on the jump shot. And it's 8 points for Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here is Harkless. The pass to Wilson. The shot is off. Good D by Williams. Here's Thunder. Can't cash in from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Thunder in its shooting guard. Williams is out there with Ewing, and it's Lawson in at the point.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there, Greg, to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
And the Hoyas with some changes. Nelson comes in for Joseph, and it's Gonzalez in for Wilson. He hits the second from the line.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. It's nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Hodges is out there with Nelson, and it's Harkless in at the one. Freak with it. 9 points in the game so far. From the top of the key, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Thunder. Gonzalez passes to Harkless. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Thunder, poked away. .152 left here in the first half of basketball. Harkless kicks to Felix. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Felix. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Hoyas shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Felix, and it's a completely new group for Arizona. And we've reached. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
Taking a look at Arizona. Thunder in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Trice. Clock at 6. And here's Price from beyond the arc. That is good. Price has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Hoyas.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
And here's Randolph following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's the screen. Off the pick. Here's Warren. Lays it up and banks it in. Warren's got 6 points.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And Freak throws it down.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Price outside. Pass to Warren. To the wing right side. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. Gonzalez into the lane. Got a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And what a tremendous game for Thunder. 16 points and also a block shot. He's simply taken over this game.
Doing it all by himself.
Hodges checked in for the Hoyas. And he can't hit the second. Georgetown trails by 7. Now Harkless. Pass to Gonzalez. To the left wing. Felix dishes to Nelson. Kicks it to Felix. Shot clock at 6. The Hoyas with another miss. Arizona leading by 7. Oh, here's Freak. 17 points in the game. Good on the shot.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here's Felix. And there's the pass to Gonzalez. Got a piece of it.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not taken chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Get open, he's free.
Now Arizona with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
And you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, we've got Hudson. Warren is out there with Price. And it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2 guard.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Got loose and stolen by Trice. And now the Warriors on the break. Price kicks to Hudson. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Arizona.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Freak with it. He's against Randolph. And Freak throws it down.
This is why everybody thinks Freak is the real deal. I mean, it's not that he takes over games like he has in the second half. It's that he does it to lead his team to win. That's the big thing.
No doubt he's a winner through and through. A lot of success at the college level is talent, but what separates the good from the great is that competitive spirit, and Freak has that in spades.
Arizona leading by 12. Uses both ends to send it down.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Trice kicks to Warren. He feeds it to Price. Hoyas moving the ball around. Right wing. There's the dish to Hudson. And here's Price. Lock at 6. To the wing on the left. From beyond the arc. And it's Freak with the rebound.
It's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Off target from outside. Now the Hoyas with it. They trail by 14. And here's Price for 3. No luck. So Arizona will take it the other way. Now Arizona with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Freak with it. Guarded now by Randolph. Here's Thunder. Shot is up. Some solid defense from Randolph. And here are the Hoyas now. Trice kicks to Randolph. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Arizona. Fires from the line. Here's Hollis Jefferson. So Arizona wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and Arizona.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forwards position. On defense, Wisconsin.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Now, here's Decker. Inside, here's Hawkins, and it's blocked by Lewis. 3 on 3. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. 4-point game. There's the screen. Now Hawkins. Up and in on the layup. Hawkins has got his first 2 points.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Decker with it, and Hill has it in the corner. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
So, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here's Thunder. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Outside Williams. Here's Thunder. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Arizona on D. Here's Hill. Dishes it to Fisher. Pass to Wade. Here's Gibson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Gibson. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Arizona now. To the paint. Here's Ewing. And Gibson sends it back. And here's Fisher. And Hill has it in the corner. It's up a three. It's hauled in by Arizona. Now here's Freak. He dishes it to Lawson. Ewing kicks the Freak. And the basket good. Thunder's got 6.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And
1:04 left in the first half. Thunder in at shooting guard. Williams is out there with Ewing, and it's Lawson in at the point. Conley against Williams. Pick up by Hill. Conley dishes to Fisher. Hill passes to Fisher. Jumper off the screen. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Arizona leading by 4. And for the Badgers, they've got Fisher. He's out there with Hill. And it's Wade in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Freak missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Conley kicks to Fisher. Wade at the elbow. Wade, double team. Rock loose. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Thunder's got 8 points.
nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Arizona leads by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Thunder in at point guard. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the front. And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Badgers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now, Freak, he's got 11. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lewis kicks to Freak. Takes it from 10. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Thunder's got 13.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Carter, he's checked in for Arizona. Arizona leading by 4. From 11 feet away. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And that's 15 points for Freak.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Hill kicks to Hawkins. Here's the screen. And it's Hill penetrating. No good. Great D that time from Thunder. Hill's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's the break. That is good. And the Arizona lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Decker.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is hit the bounce back. This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Right side Hill. Here's Conley. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And now just a 2-point Arizona lead.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Thunder, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Thunder in a 2-guard. Williams is out there with Ewing, and it's Lawson in at the 1. Hawkins with it. Williams picks him up. And that one's good. Hawkins has got the game tied up here for the Badgers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
So both teams making some changes here. Hawkins has gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. Here's Thunder. Shot is off. So the Badgers will take it the other way. It's Hawkins on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Evans goes in. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And that one's good. Freak.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Here's the Badgers with the ball, trailing by 2. Hill passes to Hawkins, kicks to Decker. Passes it to Hawkins. So the wing on the left, outside Hill. Evans setting the pick for Hill. He kicks to Evans. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Thunder, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Thunder. 19 points and a steal.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
And Arizona making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. So he gets them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
We've got 1:23 left here in the second half. Hill kicks to Evans. It's hauled in by Arizona. Mitchell's got 5 rebounds tonight. 9 feet out. And that one's good. Freak. Thunder's got 15 points here in the second half.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
We've got 1:08 left in the second half. Hawkins kicks to Evans. Nails it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins. Lewis passes to Hollis Jefferson. Feeds to Lewis. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
They set the pick. Evans dishes to Hill. Kicks it out to Evans. To take the lead. It's hauled in by Arizona. Here's Thunder. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
.11 seconds left to play here in the second half. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
And so they foul intentionally. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like Arizona will retain possession here.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
On the inbound. No good. So Arizona wins it. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought
Well, let's advance to the story,
Hey, Frequency.
and
I got you on
let's
speakerphone.
see
Okay, your sister there. Hey, Mama, I'm right
how is
here.
my
Hey,
MBA,
baby,
and
how
now
you
this is
doing?
my agent.
You best here too, mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine. Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. B?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We
I'm
all
getting
know why
excited
we're here.
because I
This
will
room is
know
strictly confidential, 100%
which
off
is
the record.
actually my
You're not even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
which team,
Freaking
which
sister that I
NBA
have
team
his
they ever
entire
going
family
to.
here. I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time. I work with some of the best. Now let me rephrase that. I work with the best. And the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it. Freaking and vibing. This
So you
freaking
just
and
watch a
vibing thing
clip and
you do
just go
when
to
you
the
get hot
telephone.
freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but I was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe you're not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody, Pete. You didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
You don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes
none of
or
your
no.
business.
It's none of
Yes.
your business.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what
Mr.
I do. I am the
Pagnotti,
best at what I
You
do.
have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just
Mr.
need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm gonna think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm gonna call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Martha was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel.
So I think I typically decided to go for the draft.
Bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
After my so-called
Split down the middle?
Peter
Split down
McCartney
the
in a
middle.
way,
Love it
and
first.
then
I believe that it was true.
and then you will
Happened
start going to the draft.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft.
April 7th. My birthday, April 27th. Okay, let's see which one.
With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from the Ohio State University.
Okay, Russell and Phillips extended. Second pick. Miss Laker.
With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University.
So which one that? Pick.
With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Arizona.
Okay. Not bad. 99, nobody will take me. Or maybe I'm young, inexperienced, in the game. All right, so after the pick, and it comes to the break time, I'm going to take a 5 minutes break. Okay, only 10 minutes, I'm going to take a little bath. Okay, I will just pause the recording for a while and come back.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration.
So move to the full screen so you can actually enjoy the movies. A break all right?
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you uptown.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Oh, better, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
So I think this is over. Any other clips? If there are other clips, then I already watched clips. So after this, I'll take a 5 minutes break. Yeah, because I can't stop now because if not, the clip will be off. Alright, so we finished. So I just pause a while and to you it's a few seconds, but for me I think about 5-10 minutes. Okay, I'm back. So let's start my first NBA game with Miami Heat. So I'm gonna off the mic right now.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And they know they're the better team and out to prove as much tonight. They split the season series a year ago, but they want to change that up now.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the... Coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Thunder.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has
has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. And there you have it, folks, the very first NBA bucket from Thunder.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
And both free throws good from Freak. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33 and 49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Miami leading by 6. At the elbow, it's Winslow. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Lynn kicks to Walker. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Hansbrough, and it's sent back by Bosch. They recover it, and that one's good. Batum's got his first basket of the night. Here's Thunder. Anderson up top, feeds to Bosch. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Bosch.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Outside, Lynn, the three. The rebound by Anderson. The Heat have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. One player he said they can't overlook is Chris Bosh. He said Bosh is the perfect complementary scorer. He can hit the spot-up J and also really crash the offensive boards. We simply can't get so caught up elsewhere that we allow him to have a big night. Kevin at 6'11", Bosh really an anchor in that front court. When he plays well, they're tough to beat.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Lynn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. Batum dishes to Lynn. Six to shoot. Fires from the wing, and he gets it to go. Miami leading by 10. Freak kicks to Winslow. Here's Thunder. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside, Batum. Walker with a clean look. Misses the jumper.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 10. Back after this from the American Airlines. Sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate?
Group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Hansborough's come in for Cody Zeller. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Walker's subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Bosch and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. Thunder is out there with Green, and it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development. That almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He's been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Well, I tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Such a wide open look. Lin's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective. And I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
The dish to Walker. Back to Batum. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. And a wide open look for Lin.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
On the wing, Green. Inside, here's Thunder. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Thunder's got 6.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
And it's Walker penetrating. Kemba Walker with an eerily similar season once again. Stats the last 3 years have ironically been very close.
Yeah, you talked about those 3 years. Almost 18 points a game, around 35 minutes. So did so on just under 16 shots as well. So becoming more and more efficient.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Here's Thunder. The shot is off. Walker with some nice D.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the middle. And Batum kicks to Kaminsky. Walker, the open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Walker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Kicks it to Winslow. Takes a 3. And good on the basket. Hook it. Winslow's got 7 points in the game. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Charlotte up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out. He's checked in for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
On the court for Charlotte, Kaminsky out there with Jefferson. And there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Batum, and it's Lamb at the 2. Outside, Walker. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one or one-on-5. That is a...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other.
Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams, he checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. On the floor for Miami, Thunder in at point guard. Chris Anderson out there with Stoudemire. Then it's Winslow, and it's Green in at the 2.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference, played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
Next fans are your Knicks City Dancers. Come on, give it up.
With the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's Thunder. True on the 14-footer. Thunder's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And O'Quinn kicks to Seraphin. Fades and shoots. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And he knocks down the first one. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
14 feet away. Goes back up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Thunder. Averaging about 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Now, here's Calderon, covered by Thunder. 5 on the clock. Here's Seraphin. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And here's Calderon. He had 13 points in the win against Orlando. Follow against Green. Calderon has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
And that one's good. Freak.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Calderon dishes to Williams. He kicks it.
Kevin Seraphin, 2 points. 30-29.
One shot. One shot.
Before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, you know, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talk.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Louis Amundsen. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Afflalo in for Jose Calderon. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Thunder subbed in for Goran Dragic. The Heat trail by 8. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Thunder, he's in at the point. Winslow is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Anderson, and it's Green in at the 2-guard spot. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. On the wing, Williams for 3. And the foul called on Kevin Seraphin. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Miami's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Thunder. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And both free throws good from Freak.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Thunder. He's got 17 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
There's a good screen. On the wing of Afflalo, guarded by Green. Shot clock at 6. And Afflalo kicks to Galloway. From the line. Green with the rebound.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Heat.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the rankings.
Here's Galloway. He's got 5. Clock at 4. It's Williams with the drive, and he gets it to go. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's Freak. He started close. Excellent D there from Williams.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Takes the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And it's Freak missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Over in the corner, Williams launches a 3. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 7th assist in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here's Thunder.
Major League big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Seraphin. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Heat trail by 7. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Galloway, guarded by Thunder. Kicks it to Aflalo. Lets it go from deep. Miami grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. In the corner, Winslow with it. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And that one's good. Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
To the paint. Plays it up and banks it in. 9 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
And he gets it to go. Thunder's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Down low. Here's Aflalo. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
For 3. And another 3-point shot ball from Thunder. Thunder's got 28 points for the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Williams kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Williams. Goes up the baseline. Kept alive.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And a wide open look for Freak. And another basket for Miami.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. O'Quinn, the pass to Seraphin. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Stoudemire's got 4 rebounds in this game. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Now, let's go.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Anderson. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nick.
No Carmelo after the...
Welcome you back to start the quarter. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
How did you guys overcome the deficit on the glass?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad Mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium, but folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, Freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, Freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job.